My name is Christopher Jackson, but you probably know me as President George Washington from the musical Hamilton. A friend of mine is going to tell you right now about what you can do to make sure we do not throw away our shot at winning this election. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the governor, my friend, the Honorable Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Thank you, Chris. I'll be frank. There's only one way we can make sure that we don't throw away our shot at winning this election, and that's simple. Vote. Vote because we deserve leaders who inspire unity, not division. Vote because we deserve leaders who protect us, not endanger us. Vote because we deserve better. Vote because we deserve leaders who display compassion and empathy, and they're on the ballot. We have to turn out the vote for our Democratic candidates in Michigan, up and down the ballot, like never before. While we can't be together in person, I think we could still have a meeting.
Michiganders, you could have been anywhere else in the world today, but you're here with us virtually. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting?
The issue on the table. The people of Michigan need to make their plans to vote. Michigan Democratic candidates, you have the floor.
In Michigan, you can register to vote until 8 p.m. on Election Day. That being said, if you are able to, go and get it done right now.
All you have to do is go in person to your local city or township clerk's office and provide proof of residency, such as a Michigan driver's license or a bank statement.
Once you've provided proof of residency and registered to vote, you can request your absentee ballot and vote on the spot.
Speaking of absentee ballots, a historic number of Michiganders have requested that their absentee ballots be mailed to their homes this year.
Now, if you requested for your ballot to be mailed to you and you received it, that's great. But if you haven't yet returned that ballot, listen up.
Your vote matters. And because we are anticipating significant Postal Service delays, the only way to be sure that your ballot will arrive on time is to deliver it in person to your city or township clerk's office or at their ballot drop box. And you have to do this by 8 p.m. on Election Day, November 3rd. Finally, don't forget to sign the back of your envelope.
Now that we're talking Election Day, if you plan to vote in person on November 3rd and you are already registered, be sure to confirm your polling location.
If you are not registered to vote, make sure you confirm your polling location and/or your clerk's office, because that is where you will cast your ballot and register to vote.
If you're going to vote in person, you've got to bring your ID. They'll ask for that when you check in. But if you don't have your ID, you can still vote. You just got to sign an affidavit, do the right paperwork. And if you're like me, that you applied for an absentee ballot, you got it at home, but you decide you change your mind and you want to vote in person, you must bring that absentee ballot with you to the polls so they can spoil it and you can vote in person.
Even without an ID, you're allowed to vote upon signing an affidavit saying you're not in possession of your ID. Your ballot will be included with all others and counted on Election Day.
Be sure to remind your family and friends that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the state of Michigan has implemented intensive safety procedures and invested millions of dollars to make sure that everyone can vote safely. You will be safe when you go to the polls. All election workers will be required to wear a mask, and voters are strongly encouraged to do so.
Finally, the polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Let me make this very clear. If you are in line by 8 p.m., you have the right to vote. Do not get out of line.
To check your registration, track your absentee ballot, find your clerk's office, ballot drop box, polling location, additional questions and answers, and more, just visit michigan.gov/vote.
Do not
throw away your shot. Vote.